Since the Herobrine creepypasta seed was found, we figured we should check some of them out. This is a long one though, so let's get to it. Greetings gamers and welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm your savior, Connor Monroe, and this is the Top 10 Scary Herobrine creepypastas. Let's do it. And 10, just a mod. The Herobrine mod was all the rage back in the golden age of Minecraft, where the fear of encountering the monster in your world was still at an all-time high. People were still making ways to fight him, like with giant towers of command blocks that let you fight an armor stand, but the mod was different. You had to summon him. I was playing with the mod intending on some good fun when it just got scary. The pyramids and the mining shacks, seeing him out of the corner of my eye, I hated it with a burning passion, so I deleted the mod. The actual blocks stayed, of course. They were present in vanilla, but what scared me the most was that Herobrine did too. I even tried reinstalling the game, but no matter what, Herobrine was there. Every time I would load the world, I'd get the mod signature, "You don't know what you've done," even when it wasn't installed. And after I deleted the mod, it's like I released him from his confines. He did things outside of the mod's parameters, burning whole forests, standing there staring at night, and spawning monsters to attack me, even setting me into hardcore. It was a nightmare. Don't play with the Herobrine mod. You don't know what you've done, but it's just a mod, right? And a 9 cosplay. My friends always tell me that I look like Minecraft Steve, that I have the facial features he would if he were human, Steve obviously being the default Minecraft skin. So whenever we would go to conventions or to a costume party, I would always throw on my blue shirt and bluish gray jeans. This was just the norm, and everyone seemed to love it, until Minecon 2018, when I met my arch nemesis, Herobrine. It was weird, they looked like me, but they wore contacts so that their eyes were whited out. It was really cool, but like scary cool. But after we left Minecon and flew back to the States, Herobrine seemed to follow. It's like they were an omnipresent force, always in my line of sight, but just far enough to one side for me to never directly look at them. It's been 3 years since that Minecon and I haven't gone back, because why would I? I live the game now. It hasn't stopped, it will never stop. Not until I go to hell, and the end. And it ate Skyblock. Skyblock has come back. It was a popular Minecraft map a while ago with a 3 wide, 4 long, and 3 deep L-shaped block of land that you needed to expand infinitely. The weird part of the story is when I had another player join, known by the game as Herobrine. I was playing on single player and never opened it to LAN. Then the text "Herobrine joined the game" appeared on the bottom left of my screen. I figured it was just a troll, something the map creator put in with a tell raw command, but eventually, other builds started popping up around my island. I thought these were schematic blocks. I knew about these because, I'm a bit of a map creator myself. But these things were weird, like pyramids made of sandstone and weird floating forests with the leaves removed. There would be no loot, not even a single chest. Unless these were here to help me get some more materials, they shouldn't have been in the game. I asked online what they were for, and all I got was people saying that I shouldn't be getting any more structures. And at 7, World's End. I had been playing on the same hardcore world for 3 years. I wasn't streaming or recording, I was just playing for myself. I had done everything you can do in Minecraft. Ultimate mob farm, a load of farms and builds, cleared out an ocean monument and replaced it all with nether blocks, the works. And I had never died. Until I got the message, Herobrine has joined the game. I thought it was a joke, since the very scary update had just came out, but no, it wasn't. Very quickly, my world was destroyed, ghasts everywhere, destroying my builds, my house was gone, my farms were gone, he even set my ship on fire. It couldn't move, but it was still beautiful. Everything was getting destroyed. I had to flee to the end. The Nether would never have been safe since the forces of the Nether were invading, but when I got to the end, the dragon was back. The fight was easy since I was in full enchanted diamond, but I will never forget that message. When everything was destroyed and my world was brought to an end, I had just defeated the dragon and turned around to see him standing there, eyes glowing white. Then everything went dark. And at 6, the Savior. I've never used mods. I prefer Minecraft the way it was intended, but even though I had no mods installed, I still saw Herobrine, the legendary creepypasta from Minecraft's beginning, the supposed brother of Notch, Minecraft's creator. I was mining, when behind me I heard footsteps. I turned around and nothing was there, but when I turned back, I saw him, hiding behind a pillar of lava. Herobrine. He quickly vanished. I ran home, but when I had, my magnificent house had been transformed into a 2x2 wooden box, with no detail, and all of my items were gone. Then lightning struck outside, even though it wasn't raining. I stepped outside and there he was again. Herobrine was standing in the fire left by the lightning. He was looking down, and then looked up at me. And then another bolt of lightning struck in front of me, doing some damage. I thought it was him at first, but then I saw someone else in the fire. Our savior, Notch himself. He told me to leave, so I ran back to the mine. But then he said no, leave the world, so I saved and quit. After a few hours, I tried to get back onto that world, but it was corrupted. Whatever happened in that world, the fight must have been amazing. Thank you, Notch. Thank you for saving my otherwise hopeless character. I mean, your world got lost, so your character's kind of dead anyway, but hey. Halfway through number 5, time travel. Herobrine was removed from Minecraft after the creepypasta made its rounds, even if he was never really in the game. The creepypasta was around alpha version 1.0.16_02, which is a really old release. The game had no end goal, no boss, and the best thing was diamond unenchanted armor. But this didn't stop us from playing. This version and this creepypasta worked together beautifully, made us terrified to play the game, but it was soon lost to the plethora of updates that would make the game what we love today. I was playing on a normal 1.15 world when all of a sudden everything changed. My beautiful house was destroyed and looked less saturated, and I was stranded on a floating forest biome with nothing around me. I was so confused. I pressed F3 and saw Minecraft Alpha version 1.0.16_02 in the top left corner. I didn't think it was possible. That version didn't even have save states with custom seeds. How did this happen? Then, in the fog, I saw him, Herobrine. I chased him. I didn't know what else to do, but soon came to the border of my little biome. I don't know how, but even when I tried bringing the world back to 1.15, it wouldn't let me. And at 4, Mince Raft. Mince Raft is a smaller Easter egg in the Minecraft launcher that has a 0.01% chance of appearing when you load up the game. Instead of the title Minecraft, it would swap the E and the C. However, when I was at a garage sale for someone on my street, they were selling a console version of Mince Raft. I figured it was a ripoff game like Bad Minecraft or something similar, but it wasn't in the slightest. It was Minecraft. Pure, unadulterated Minecraft. I was surprised they hadn't gotten shut down. At least, I thought that until I saw him, Herobrine. This wasn't fake either. It wasn't a mod or a set of command blocks. It was the real deal. I wasn't in multiplayer because I don't have online on my Xbox, so it had to be real. He started speaking to me through the signs, asking me for help to set him free. I didn't understand. He was already roaming the world, but one sign he left me while I was at school told me everything. Break the disc. I wasn't going to do that. I spent $15 on this thing, but he kept insisting, saying he was trapped and wanted to go home. But then I realized Mince Raft was a trap for Herobrine, meant to keep him tethered so he couldn't invade the real game. I stopped playing, but no matter what, I would come back the next day. Even if I got my friends to tie me in my chair, I would break free and play, even if I didn't want to. I'm scared about what I'm going to do. So, we're having a yard sale right now, so I can get rid of the game, but nobody will take it. I went to return the game to the man who sold it to me, but for some reason, he and his house had just vanished. And all that was left was an empty lot with a for sale sign on the lawn. And at 3, map. I started keeping a record of my world, making new maps of the same location for every month I played on that world. Things kept expanding and my map looked better every time, until about 6 months in, when my maps started changing. The new maps were as they should be, but the older maps started getting less saturated. I thought it was a new feature, that the ink was losing color. I thought it was kinda cool, until the black and white images showed what looked like a face. The face any Minecrafter would recognize. The face of Herobrine. The Herobrine imagery only got more intense. From being a faded picture to full-blown pixel art, now it's even in the paintings. There is no escape. I must join Herobrine and get him back to Minecraft as soon as possible. There is a way. The Dark Lord shall return, shrouded in the night. And at 2, Herobrine. The Nether. We all know it. We all are scared of it, especially with the new update. However, we didn't know how scared we should be. I was playing on a single player world, seed 721011141166114105110101. Boom! Let's go! Got it in one! When I went to the Nether in full diamond protection 4 armor, I was exploring for a while, trying to find a fortress. Damn things are so hard to find now, but eventually I stumbled onto something way worse. When I made it to the origins of the Nether, coordinates 00, I found a structure Mojang never revealed to be in the 1.16 Nether update. It was what looked like a giant portal, but with only the portal block taking up the entirety of the 1 meter wide block. No obsidian around it. It was almost like a beacon. It was at the intersection of all 4 different nether biomes: warped forest, crimson forest, basalt deltas, and nether wastes. And standing in front of the portal was another player. I came closer, checking to see if I had opened up the world to land by mistake. I hadn't, so I typed in chat, "Hello?" It responded. Known as Herobrine, the legendary creepypasta from the early days of Minecraft. Actually, I guess he isn't a creepypasta, is he? He replied with "Stop." I kept walking. That's when my screen tinted red and everything around me got red. Fire and smoke particles filled up my screen, and then it was black. My actual computer started smoking, so I quickly unplugged it, desperate to save it. I had to replace the graphics card, but when I got back to that world, I was at the origin, but there was nothing to be seen. Finally, in at number 1, First Contact. This is the original Herobrine creepypasta, so... I had recently spawned a new world in single player. Everything was normal at first, and I began chopping trees and getting a workbench. I noticed something move amongst the dense fog. I have a slow computer, so I need to play with tiny render distance. I thought it was a cow, so I chased it, hoping to get some leather for armor. It wasn't a cow, though. Looking back at me was another character with a default skin, but his eyes were empty. I saw no name pop up, and I double-checked that I wasn't on a server. He didn't stay long. He looked at me and quickly ran into the fog. I pursued out of curiosity, but he was gone. I continued on with my game, not sure what to think. As I explored the world, however, I saw things that seemed out of place for a random map. Like 2x2 tunnels in the rock, small, perfect pyramids made of sand in the ocean, and groves of trees with their leaves removed. I would keep seeing this other player out of the corner of my eye, but I never got a better look at him. I even tried increasing my render distance, but to no avail. I saved the map and went onto the forums to see if anyone else had seen the other player. There were none. I created my own topic of the man, asking anyone if they had a similar experience. The post was deleted within 5 minutes. I tried reposting, but it was deleted even faster. I received a PM from username Herobrine that only said "stop." When I went to look at their profile page, it 404'd and crashed. I received an email from another user, claiming that the mods could read private messages, so it would be safer in the email. The emailer said that they had also seen the mystery player, and that they had a small community of others who'd seen him as well, along with the obviously man-made structures that came with him, and they all described him as a mystery player with no pupils. About a month later, I heard from the emailer again. Turns out a few community members had looked into the name Herobrine, and had found it to be used quite frequently by a Swedish gamer known as Notch. He was also the developer of Minecraft. I emailed him personally, asking him if he maybe had a brother. It took a while, but eventually he emailed me back, saying, "I did, but he's no longer with us." I haven't seen the mystery man since our first encounter, and I haven't noticed any more changes to the world other than my own. I was able to press print screen the first time I saw him, and it's the only evidence I have of his existence. There we have it, friends, the top 10 scary Herobrine creepypastas. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been in Showerman Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video. Which one's your favorite? Let me know.